Warren was supposedly of Indian heritage, and then she took the test, and she only had 1,024th Native American. And I said, you know what? I think I'm more of an Indian than she is. So this is what we have to deal with. But Senator Warren did not accept our invitation to debate. I wanted to debate her on various and sundry things, and she decided not to do it. And I decided to bury the hatchet. It doesn't matter. And she, well, I'm not going to say this next one. You want to hear this one? How bad? She wasn't high up on her totem pole. Who the hell wrote that? No, she's bad. We need term limits in Congress. I think term limits are very important because I see what's happening. I see what's happening. The other day, a senator I knew got a text, a great guy, from his wife. And she said, when you get home, I want to have you immediately come up the stairs and make love to me. And he said, I can't do both. You know what? In other words, can't go up the stairs and make love. Does anybody get that? Well, I thought that was actually pretty good. That was actually the only thing I thought was good in this whole freaking stupid speech that they wrote. That was the only.
You're listening.
Yeah, like all the time I'm listening.
WATB with Christian, Eric, and Carl sometimes.
Listen in your office, in your car, or even your neighborhood bar.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're having fun. We're making it happen.
It's fun time. Open your mouth, close your eyes. We're going to give you a big surprise.
And here it is.
Welcome to Who Are These Broadcasters, the only show that blames its low viewer count to actually being on time in our regular time slot. I'm Christian Bladt. With me, as always, is look at that son of a gun right there. That handsome silver-haired fox, that too. The great Eric Zane. How are you, sir?
I am well. I always feel so special, whenever you invite me in. You do a great job. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. I was in bed before 5:30 last night, so that was I was slacking, So
Wow, that is rare. I often wonder when you sleep based on all the things that you do.
Well, according to the comments in the chat, it would probably be during the show.
Oh.
That's during the show. Sorry.
Fuck.
Listen, I'm just trying to live up to the expectations.
Hey.
There was a great comment from our buddy Chad's Missing Upper Lip, who's been on fire. Let me see if I can find it, but no. Oh, yeah, here it is. Come on, you guys. The show's fine. It's the hosts that suck. Thank you. I appreciate that. The content I prepare is unrivaled. The commentary, yeah, maybe it leaves something to be desired.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I think you do an amazing job.
Oh, thank you.
I
think you do an amazing job.
No, it's bullshit. I can't believe anybody even pays attention. I'm happy with 20 viewers.
Yeah, listen. If you go on over to the Blattcast on YouTube, BLADTCAST on YouTube, you'll see I'm still begging for 1,000 subscriptions, and you don't even have to pay. And how are things going over on the Eric Zane show? I do remember a couple years ago, our buddy KB saying he's got 31 views.
Yeah, I'm about the same, but as long as that I'm able to keep plugging along, I'm just happy to be able to do it.
Right. And what makes it so that we're able to do it here easy? Well, of course, there's one thing and one thing only: super chats. And how do super chats work on this show?
They work like this. If you want Christian to say something terrible about minorities, including Asian children, write up a well-crafted slur and then put a dollar amount next to it. The highest dollar amount will be Christian's sign off to the show.
Yeah, and thank you to the great Hamilton Burger. Hamburger. Here's $5 in Canadian, but thank you. Because did you do that?
What's that?
Oh, I hear something playing that I guess you don't hear, which is confusing.
Oh boy, no, I'm good on my end.
Yeah, I hear. The worst thing is that I hear Opie, and that's the last thing that I want to hear is Greg Opie Hughes in my ear right now.
Doggy.
Yeah.
Has it stopped or is it still going on?
No, I can still hear Opie, and I'm like, I have so many tabs open that I'm like, where is the Opster? And the answer is, I don't know.
Oh,
Of
man.
all the windows I have.
Oh,
So
God.
we've already talked about, I got him to stop. I did want to thank Hamilton Burger for, it's a very dangerous thing. By the way, I was up so late that Opie was live streaming from the beach because he does that at 3 a.m. my time. Anyway, I had this by my camera, and I just wanted to show off. Oh, that's how you realize that your camera's backwards. The great Cardiff Electric sticker. I bet you don't have one of those, do you?
Well, what's interesting is when you showed that to me, it's not backwards.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. You're all fucked up. By the way, when you said 5:30, I thought you meant 5:30 p.m.
No.
5:30 a.m. Holy
5:30
shit.
a.m. Yeah. That's how I roll. Well, listen, we're here. We're having fun like we always do. Isn't that true? Easy.
Yes, I want to read this super chat from Hamilton, $5
Yeah.
Canadian. He wrote, "Here is $5 because I'm on vacation. Also, I'm Christian Bladt, and unlike the Viet Cong, I would have called Muhammad Ali the N-word and several other slurs."
I would like to be able to say that there is no chance that will be our high dollar super chat
You
today.
never know.
$5 Canadian. There is a very real chance. Me playing around, showing off the Cardiff Electric sticker reminds me that we might as well start with something that was featured on WATP. It is a segment we don't do very often because I pull all the clips, but I can't always laugh at myself, but sometimes I can. So let's have a little of this.
Who are these Blatts? Who are these Blatts? Let's all listen to WATB.
Need to be louder.
We maybe have only played that one time, but it's all right. I love those. I love all of our jingles, and
Yeah,
yes,
no.
they can all be louder.
Everything we do is gold. Everybody knows it.
Can you do me a favor and take that super chat off the screen? Because
Oh,
I
my
could
bad.
do it, but no, it's all right. So our buddy Adam Thoreau watches this show, and we appreciate anyone and everyone who watches it. He did send something to Carl that became Cringe of the Week a couple weeks ago, but if I can bring it to EZ to see something that I did that makes me look stupid, you'll get a laugh. The 70, that's right, 70 people in the chat might also appreciate this. See, look, I can laugh at myself. Oh my
$5
gosh,
from Jessica.
Jessica Borkman. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, you're right.
You
I
have
do
it-
have
the
a
other
Clark.
side.
I do have a Superman curl. So what
the
you'll
fuck is
notice,
going on?
what you'll notice, and I'll play it again. What you'll notice is that I do have a little Superman squiggle in that clip, and I'm like John Melendez. I forget that it's a mirror, so I reach for the wrong place. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Oh my
$5
gosh,
from Jessica.
Jessica Borkman. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, you're right.
You
I
have
do
it-
have
the
a
other
Clark.
side.
I Nope. do have a Superman Nope. curl. Never actually got it. I think I eventually went like this.
How does he pick up? I guess it's you people pick up on different things, but that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's
That is fantastic.
for our audio audience. It's just a bunch of dings, but believe me, I look like a dummy. All right.
Yeah, you're touching the wrong side of your head where
but
the,
I
where
did
the,
it
where
3
the
times.
curl is.
And what reminded me that I had that was when I just did this and I showed it the wrong way. And
Okay.
all right. So listen, that's good for at least a 2. Somebody give me a 2, and then we can move on with the show. I'll wait. That's not true. I actually won't wait. I don't want to wait. I want to get to the show proper. We've let everybody know how super chats work, easy, and that's up to them. They can do what they want with that information. We will plow right into some local news.
WATB, who are these local news? Who are these local newscasters?
Another jingle that could be louder, definitely.
I'm sorry. If your joke is fantastically funny, we'll put it up there as well with the super chat. I forgot to say that. Or if you just think we're awesome, we'll put it up there.
Yeah, somebody in the chat said, "Can I insult you for free?" I think he said, "Actually, can I shit on you for free?" If it's funny,
if it's
EZ
a
will put it
good
up.
joke.
I leave that up to EZ, which I mention just in case we forget a last minute super chat at the end of the show. Again, that's Eric Zane's fault.
Yes.
So it's not my fault. I want to remind you of a clip we showed a few weeks ago when the delightful Lucy Tightbox was on with us. This is a reporter for KTLA here in Los Angeles who should have been and could have been very distracted during a live shot.
And it's a lot more comfortable at this hour,
There's
but
a
we're still
flying
in
cockroach
the 80s
crawling
here
around
in
on
the
her.
valley. So overnight temperatures not necessarily.
Okay, so I wanted to remind everybody of that. And she posted on her social media, she got a gift box.
Oh my goodness.
So it is has the logo for Raid,
Yeah.
the bug spray company, and her name is Rachel Menitoff. So I'm pretty sure with a name like that, there's no chance Chad's missing upper lip or Nick Fuentes would ever want to date her.
Perimeter protection. Oh, a hat. Bug spray. Anti-ant and roach. Ant and roach bug spray. A card from Raid. First things first, major respect. While most of us would have immediately abandoned the live shot and probably the state, you handled an unexpected flying cockroach encounter with incredible professionalism, composure, and good humor. The internet noticed, and so did we. As a small token of recognition and appreciation, we're sending over a Raid live shot survival kit to help ensure you're prepared for whatever decides to crash your next broadcast. Oh, some stickers.
Good. Show us the stickers for sure.
And I can take it with me on my live shot.
Okay. So, cute little bit that smart on Raid's part.
Yeah.
Because now this wasn't on the news. This is on her social media, but still,
Doesn't matter.
We're
Doesn't
talking
matter.
about it. What do you think about the whole thing? Should she have spent 1 minute and 6 seconds on it?
Well, not unless she's getting paid.
Oh, that's true.
You
I
know,
didn't even think of that.
it's remarkable that she fell for it. You've got some fucking fresh face at Raid. It's like, I got an idea. Let's send her a survival kit. This will probably take it over to social media. We'll get a huge Q rating for all of this shit. And they sent her fucking $30 worth of shit and postage.
Yeah.
And in return, they got tons of marketing valued a much higher amount, no doubt.
And these
What
two
a
dummies,
fleecing.
me and you, were talking about it too. So
Yes.
clearly it worked, right?
Yes, you see, that's what you do. And then some fucking hotshot at Raid Marketing, who's 25, probably makes $30,000 a year. He got the star on his fucking forehead. This whole thing fucking sucks. Fucking everybody falls for this shit.
Yes, I guess that that's absolutely right, but that's not exactly the reaction that I was expecting from you, but it's pretty close. It's actually dialed up even a little more. So I thought you would feel that way. So the next story, I'm going to read the post that is associated with it because I couldn't find a news story about it, but the story itself is actually too funny. So this is, I'll just read the whole thing. It's from X Alerts. Horrific fart attack sent moviegoers running out of the theater in the middle of the new Spider-Man film. While a screening of the movie Spider-Man Brand New Day was playing in Cartagena, Colombia, an audience member allegedly had a farting attack that cleared the theater. Hundreds of people can be seen leaving the cinema into the hall, including a man dressed as Spider-Man to escape the rancid smell. One viewer said, to ruin a whole cinema like that, only God knows what that person ate. And again, that brings us back to our friend Cardiff Electric, who I did not realize was in Cartagena enjoying the new Spider-Man film. So all there is this B-roll of everybody just out in the lobby. Listen, I have certainly been in a theater. I've been on a plane. I've never seen something just get cleared out from that level of gas. But whoever was able to do that, much respect.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean,
See a doctor.
yeah. Well, and I may have to replay this the next time my buddy Don Jameson is on, because he and Florentine used to interview bands and just fart as much as they could to see how long it took for the bands to react. So, which I hear you laughing because you know what? It's funny. That's why.
So do they talk about it? They don't talk about it till after the bit.
Yeah, it's after the bit. Yeah, sure.
I wonder if there was any of them that were like, "Oh God, we know what they're gonna do. We know they're gonna fart."
Yes. Well, yeah, I think that after a while, people realized that it was coming. One of our favorite things to cover here on Who Are These Broadcasters is the Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile, and a family, an older couple with the last name Wiener. We're celebrating some birthdays, and just look how much fun.
Birthday, we hope it's fun so far.
That's the Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile pulling up to surprise Dorothy and Arthur Wiener.
You get it? Because their last name is Wiener.
How come they played 1 second of the song?
I did try to find a longer version. I guess they don't want to pay royalties to whoever wrote this song.
Happy hot dog birthday. We hope it's tons of fun.
Happy hot dog birthday. We hope it's tons of fun. Easy, my birthday is not until February, but if you remember, please sing that to me on the show.
So the Wieners are wait a minute. Mr. and Mrs. Wiener celebrate the same birthday?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 90th birthday.
For both of them?
Yeah.
Maybe they're twins or something.
That, you know what? That could absolutely
and
be
they maybe that was more popular back then to get married to your twin or some shit. I have no idea. And you can't tell if because they might look exactly alike, just old.
Listen, in 1936, you were marrying anybody you could, So yeah, I guess so that's when they would have gotten married. Who knows? I hope that you haven't had your fill of Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile talk because, oh boy, we've got some more. This is again KTLA here in Los Angeles, and this is one of their contributors that we featured on the show before.
America's favorite hot dog on wheels, and as far as I know, the only hot dog on wheels.
I don't know if you remember this guy, but that hair is the least annoying thing about him.
That is a lot of fucking hair.
Yeah, and you're someone who appreciates hair.
Yeah, is just somebody needs to tell this fucking flake cut his fucking hair. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All right, so he's going to bring us some info on the Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile.
Is celebrating a big milestone. The Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile is turning 90 years old, which is why we have been trying to reach them about their car's extended warranty.
Okay, pause for laughter. Just want to make sure we get that in there. Car's extended warranty.
For 9 decades, the Tin Glizzy has been cruising across the country, bringing smiles, handing out wiener whistles, and becoming a piece of American pop culture. The first Wienermobile hit the road back in 1936. It was an open-air situation, a fully exposed Wienermobile.
So the jokes are piling. So this is whoever wrote President Trump's White House Correspondents' Dinner speech. It's the same.
Has anyone ever been killed by the Wienermobile in that many years? Someone has to have been run over.
There have been some accidents. There was one that I saw, and it's like the one video that I didn't save and send to myself. I'll have to find it for a future week. It got stuck in a tunnel, and
I was going to say, that would have been outstanding.
Yeah,
it looked like a big dick in an asshole.
I was thinking around the front, but of course, you would assume it was the asshole.
6 of them travel the U.S. today, making appearances at events, festivals, and special celebrations. And to mark their big birthday, Oscar Mayer and Milk Bar.
Quit saying Oscar Mayer. It's Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, you asshole. It's Meyer.
No, it's Oscar Mayer.
It's spelled Mayer.
I wish it were. Yeah, but
it's John Mayer.
I'm glad they're busting.
But is it really?
Yeah.
Yes.
You say it that way? You say it wrong?
Everybody says it
I know
that
you
way.
say it that way.
They say it that way.
Do they say Meyer?
Yes.
Yes.
I've truly always said Mayer because I am.
Because you're an asshole.
Idiot.
You were today.
I was raised on Smart Dogs, of vegetarian hot dogs.
Oh, okay.
It's no excuse.
Asshole.
I would actually like to point out, and I'm going to show it to our audience, that this gentleman's name is Andy Riesmeyer. So his last name has Meyer in it. His name isn't Andy Riesmeyer. So he actually has the correct pronunciation of Oscar Mayer in his last name. And if you thought, oh my God, that clip was too long, there's no way there's more to this story, then you've never watched this show before.
They sent us this cake.
With Milk
As
Bar.
unique as the Wienermobile itself from Milk Bar. Is that how you say Milk Bar?
Yes.
I don't know.
You pronounce it Milk
Some
Bar?
people
How
say
do you
milk.
say it in Indiana?
Milk.
How do you feel about that banter? That was all right by her.
I like them ripping on him, and I'm also happy that they corrected him mid-sentence.
Yeah.
Not all newscasts would do that. They wouldn't allow for that type of communication. But that's
you can
good
tell
that they
who has.
busted him.
Yeah, you can tell who has seniority at that desk for sure, because it's not wild hair Riesmeyer.
So anyway, I don't know.
So I'm going to pause for our visual audience. So it is a 90th anniversary hot dog cake. Those are Oscar Mayer wieners all the way around, and there is cake in the middle from a place called Milk Bar that I don't think is national, but I know they're out here and they're in Vegas. So I want you to know what the cake looks like.
How exactly you want me to dig into it?
But
I'm
look
just
at what's
gonna
going
start,
on in
but
the middle.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Can we truck up it all on
There's a cake
on
in the
one?
middle.
Or you could lean it forward, perhaps.
Do I dare?
Yeah.
Slide them all Oh my
Oh,
goodness,
it's heavy.
very heavy, and I'm super weak. But there you go, beautiful. You can see, of course, the sprinkles.
Can you? This is when you need Opie for his one talent to throw the goddamn cake.
Jump
Just
up
like
on the
kids.
desk and stomp on the
Just
cake.
stomp on the fucking thing.
Do you think that the technical director in the booth appreciated him saying, "Hey, can you truck up on one?" You know, he's telling which cameras should move up, and he's like, "Don't you move that camera? You'll be out of the union and out of a job if you follow this guy's technical directions."
Nice cake
in the middle.
Wieners are smaller these days than.
Okay, now we're gonna get to dick jokes.
Yep.
Okay.
Listen,
Yep.
this is about 3 minutes in. I
Gonna
jumped
be
around
naughty.
a little bit. Yeah,
Gonna
yeah.
be naughty.
Excuse me?
Well, the
Well, look at those. Does
Those
that,
are
I'm being-
minis?
Those do not look like a regular wiener.
got a size queen here on the desk. It sounds like Henry.
No,
Thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead.
serious. Look at Frank.
Yeah,
Help
okay.
me out.
First
Does
layer
that
off.
look like a?
I think that everything
normal
on
size
on
of a
TV
hot
looks
dog?
different, Henry.
Can you imagine getting dragged into HR and losing your job in local news in the second biggest media market in the country because you called your female anchor a size queen because she talked about the size of the wieners in a hot dog cake?
I give him credit for trying. I give him credit for trying.
All right.
I mean, in this day and age, the fact that you'd
Okay.
roll the dice like that, that says a lot.
Hey, yeah, that's true. That's a very like 1996 comment, not a 2026 comment. I do
Now,
agree. with you.
if you were to go back even further, they'd say, "Yeah, you like a big black cock in your asshole, right? Am I right?"
When we go to break, we'll all show you. You know, that's what they would have said back then. Yeah.
Oh, sir, not.
Things look different.
Maybe
How do you get in
things
there?
appear smaller.
I guess so.
They're still talking about
Used to
wiener
see in
size.
the
in case you
mobile
didn't realize
itself.
that.
Why don't you just taste
gonna
it for
taste
us
it,
since
yeah.
it's cold?
it's got icing
Definitely
on
is
it.
a mini dog.
You're just
I
proving
do
my
love
point.
that they're
I'll
going to
get in
make
here
him
to
just
the
eat a
cake
hot
part.
dog
Oh, okay.
at like
Nice
7
and
in the morning.
yummy.
Oh my God, you're not really.
Oh,
I'll get the
Okay.
the milk bar cake.
Yeah, that I'm into, the milk bar cake.
So at least he understands if you're having any kind of sponsored segment or anything promotional, you take a bite, no matter what it tastes like. You just nod your head. I have to, we're going to give him credit again for one, the size queen comment, and two, for knowing that no matter how disgusting it is, you can't spit it out on camera easy.
In this day and age, when all broadcast television, radio, they're dying for ways to make money. I sure hope they at least got money, because sometimes you get just the cake. Well, we're giving you free hot dogs.
So I do believe these are sponsored segments because I saw one from WGN in Chicago that was nowhere near as funny as this one, but the B-roll that they had at the beginning, everything was the same. So I do believe they sent to a bunch of major media markets some hot dog cakes, probably with financial consideration.
A little essence of sweetness with the dog. Let me help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't do
Okay.
it justice because you
Please
can't
joke
really
on it.
see the top of the. Where there's a
You've
little
tasted the
cake.
cold hot dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, don't say it's
Oscar
cold.
Mayer.
Oscar Mayer Wiener.
Where did you get this
That
cake?
is
You tell
Okay, did you like the
talking about?
callback to calling it Oscar Mayer again?
Yep.
I did appreciate that. Yeah.
And she said, "Where did you get that?" I think we already covered where they got it, right?
They sent it. Yeah. Where do you think they got?
Tell me real soon that it's pronounced orangutan, not orangutan.
So he's trying to roll with the bit, and nobody wants to play them.
Okay, thank you. Jess,
Oh,
know
that's
yourself
nice.
too.
Oh, that's nice.
Here's another plate.
Okay.
Yum. No, I love this. When I was a kid.
Henry, do you want some?
Sure,
Oh, I know why I have this. I'm sorry. He tries to tell an anecdote, and no one's having it. Just we'll be done in a second. But listen to him try this.
One
can all
year,
share.
my
Can we just
grandparents
take a
took me up
bite?
to this
Okay.
the state fair.
Stop touching it.
I can't help it. It's all falling apart, man.
Put
This
your
is
hands all over it.
Here you go.
Man, here.
the
Jess,
dog.
you have this one.
I just washed them.
You already had some.
I just washed my hands.
Sure you
It's
did.
good. Sorry, the cake.
You want to see what I'm
cake
cutting?
is
Yeah,
good.
here you go.
Where's the
I
story?
don't know.
That's the thing.
He bailed. He bailed.
He bailed on the story. He's like, my grandparents took me to the state fair.
He just
What
stopped.
state? What happened? He
Fucking
just
asshole.
realized. He's like, yeah. Unlike me, who would have gone back in. And there's a little bit more of this, but I feel like we're Wiener Mobile, Wiener cake.
No,
now.
I
Okay.
want more. I want
All right.
more. God
I always-
damn it.
I always
We've gone
put you
this
in-
far. We got
I always
to
put you in the driver's seat.
No,
Cake
we
is
want to
good.
trudge our way through this.
I didn't go to
Yeah.
Look at that.
wiener cake cutting school.
It's a hot mess now, but it's good.
What just happened?
I don't
Henry, you want some?
Next,
I've had some, thank you.
Who's doing the paint drawing?
The guy on the left, I think, is pissed.
Yeah,
I think he hates it.
Yeah. So the news anchor, the male news anchor to the middle of our screen, really takes a shot at this guy.
The paint drawing.
Oh fuck! I fucked it up.
I've had some, thank you.
Who's doing the paint drawing segment?
Oh, I think Kirk Hawkins will take over that one. Yeah. What?
So that he's just like, okay, yeah. So whoever fuck Kirk Hawkins is, he's like, all right, I'm gonna throw that guy under the bus and say he's more boring than I am.
So
who's got the paint drying?
He's leaning into how shitty it is. Guy on left is seething.
Yeah.
He fucking hates every bit of this.
He can't wait till they go to commercial.
What do you guys think? Kind of tasty?
Cake's great.
I would say the cake is very good.
Yeah. Listen, the dogs are good too. And happy birthday to the Wiener Mobile.
Happy birthday.
90 years old.
Yes.
Oscar Mayer.
Oscar.
Wow, so weird, man. I mean, I know it's spelled Mayer, but everyone knows it.
But I thought it was like people
remember what they did
mispronounced it, so out
before?
of respect, we say it
Their
the right
own
way.
song.
Technical
Oscar
director saying you
Mayer
got 30
Wiener.
seconds.
Yeah, I wish I were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Which
wish.
also,
Stretch.
you wish you were a hot dog, you get eaten.
I don't know. I mean, we're taking the song literally. I don't know.
Yes. Check the DMs.
The cake's good.
So you wish you were an Oscar Mayer Wiener because you'd be a hot dog and you'd get eaten. Look, you can't write this to thank you, Dame Tav Movie Show, for a $2 super sticker, which is dangerously close to our high dollar amount because $5 Canadian. How'd you feel about that whole segment? I hadn't brought Andy Rees-Meyer to the show in a while, and I was very excited to see he did a very long segment on an Oscar Mayer Wiener hot dog cake.
Yeah, it's horrific. It's perfect for us to talk about. They can't feel good about it. I mean, when they say, all right, and we're done, we're off the air. I mean, that's a horrible feeling. Everyone's looking at each other like, what the fuck is happening here? This is awful.
Yeah. Well, there's only one way that I can imagine we'd be able to clean the palate from that.
WATV, who are these bears? Who are these bears?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We have a
go ahead.
random joke from an unidentified person.
Okay.
Now, if I see it, can everybody else see it? They can't see it until I put it up, right?
They won't see it till you put it up. I mean,
Okay.
if they're in the chat, they'll see it.
Joke from Eric Zane is, next time you bring him, and bring this guy, I fucked it up. Can it be in the context of a hate crime against him? Okay. See, now that's good. Christian, I was trying to fucking drum up super chats. You can't post it, goddamn. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I see what you're trying to do.
You fucking just pulled the rug out from under me.
Yeah, so you can't pretend that we made money that we didn't. Everybody can see that. We'll be on Playboard, way under, and Dabbleboard, or whatever that thing is called that Flimsy Greenberg did. Christian Bladt pretending he's too good for our worthless Canadian funny money. No. I just want more of it. That's all. That's really all it comes down to. But we appreciate that. All right, Easy, you sent me a video. Actually, a few people made sure to send me this. It is entirely visual, this first one. We'll tell more of the tale. But I'd like you to describe this for one, our audio only listeners, or also people who have the bad decision making and watch YouTube while they're driving.
Okay. Hilljack, hunter guy, explorer in the Alaskan wild on his fishing boat with the awesome mustache. Selfie style photo with two gigantic grizzly bears in the river behind him. Fishing for salmon. They don't give a shit about him. And he gets the salmon and he's eating the salmon right over the guy's fucking shoulder. And this fucking hillbilly is not at all concerned with these enormous fucking brown bears eating the salmon.
Yeah, you can see a couple of bears right behind him. And I was very excited to see this clip. It really gained a lot of traction. I was even more excited to find out that he was a guest on Fox News.
Fortunate to work in an area where things like this, happen truly every day. So it gives me a certain amount of confidence.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I see a second bear in the back.
Yeah,
there
that's
were
right.
two?
That's right. Yeah, there actually were three total bears. There's one out of frame. It was her cubs.
Oh. Oh, does that make you nervous that the cubs were around? Because, I mean, obviously I don't know anything about bears and being around them. I just know to stay away from them if there's babies around.
So we'll get his answer in a minute, but you see the look in her eyes as she talks to him.
Yeah.
This is probably her first interaction with a real man ever in her life. Somebody rugged and, an outdoorsman.
Yes.
Like this. How damp do you think her seat is at this point?
That's the first thing I thought. And I mean, this dude he's what most men aren't nowadays.
Yeah. I mean,
so,
you and I have literally nothing in common with this guy.
Yes, he is a unicorn, calm in the face of that.
Yeah.
And with that smile, he's got the sweet stash. This guy can slay so much poon. It's unbelievable. The trouble is he's in Alaska.
Yeah.
And that state is full of fucking hairy bow wows. He's in the wrong part of the country.
He absolutely is. Yeah. And it's very inaccessible. You need to helicopter around within the state. But she is pointing out rightly that, when the cubs are there, that's when things get dicey.
Just know to stay away from them if there's babies around.
Right. That's kind of the age-old, take on it. And at first, it definitely was a little nerve-wracking. But once we get to spend time around these bears, day in and day out, you get a pretty good feel for how they're going to react to certain situations. And Mama and the cubs are both just totally dialed in on these dying off sockeye salmon.
So, Carter, what about the...
So he wants to point out that it's not just salmon. It's sockeye salmon, and they're dying off because the bears are just fucking eating them.
Well, I think he's referring to maybe they like spawned.
Oh, okay. You know what? That might be it. Yeah,
I'm guessing. I'm not a hunter fisher, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
but I'm just guessing that's that's happening. I'm surprised she didn't say, "Oh, you could have probably whipped out your big dick and hit him in the face with it, right?"
Well, it might escalate.
In on these dying off sockeye salmon.
So, Carter, what about the people that you were chartering for? What did they say?
This is a good question.
I mean, is there some sort of unspoken thing before you get on the boat where you're like, don't make a scene, don't scream, don't yell, or is there like a waiver you have to sign?
Yeah. So no waiver, but it's not unspoken, it's spoken, right? Like this was an active fishing charter. This bear approached us while we were fishing. And when that happens, I tell my people, stay calm, obviously reel the fishing rods in, not time for that. Sit down and, just be cool, right? I'm not necessarily worried about them creating a reaction with the bear. I'm worried about them, maybe bumping somebody over, right? Or causing a scene.
So I'm glad he said that, because if let's just, the hypothetical of all hypotheticals, you and I are on a charter boat with, I don't know, Carl Hamburger, and we're out there in Alaska and the bears come by. We'd probably work together for the first time in our careers and push Carl into the water, right? I mean, that's probably what we would do. So I understand, it's like, don't push anybody in the water. I'm like, yeah, all right, bro, that's a pretty good piece of advice. All right. We'd want to, but ultimately we wouldn't do it.
So if the bear does decide, I'm going to kill you, I think she should ask this. If the bear does decide that, what do? Do you have like a shotgun there to shoot him in the fucking... Is that even going to hurt a bear? I don't know. If you hit him in the head, it's got to kill a bear, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, a shotgun to the head. I think he's not Wolverine. Sorry to be a nerd, but by the way, I got to interrupt because Calverton's points out we have over 100 people in the chat. So you might wonder, is there something to be said for us actually being on the correct day and time? I don't know.
Well,
we'll try that out. We'll try that out for one more show, and we'll see how it goes.
So last week, were we on?
We were on Monday. We were on between the Creep Off and Point Apple Point. So we squeezed in there, and listen, we did one of our greatest shows ever. Go ahead and check it out; it's amazing. And sorry, Panasonic Tooth, Brandon, don't sell tickets. But let's finish up with our fishing guide friend, because I really want to focus on that female reporter who has Old Faithful gushing between her legs right now.
Outdoorsmen, I swear. You guys are just wired up different. I love it, but you are wired up different. Carter, thank you so much for your time, and stay safe out there.
Thank you. I appreciate the time.
Of course.
I want to taste your cum.
And one quick follow-up. By any chance, do you offer free mustache rides? Because I know somebody who would take you up on that. It's me. It's definitely me. Yeah.
Don here says that a regular 12 gauge won't do shit.
Really? Oh my gosh. Okay.
What do you have to shoot? Like, what do they call it? A slug?
AK-47? Is that what
I don't
you
know.
need
I'm
when
not
you go out
too
on a
good
bear
at.
hunt?
I'm not too good at this shit. Maybe somebody can help me. I don't know. Do they have a bazooka in the boat, or they stuff a grenade in his mouth? I don't know.
They certainly should. Oh my God, I could make another. I could just keep making comic book references and be like, oh yeah, he should be on the Punisher's boat. Don't stop me because I don't know why. Listen, it's the biggest movie in history.
I have a question. Did you see the new Spider-Man film?
I did. It's amazing. Yes.
Really? My son saw it and he said, "Fuck you. It sucked."
Okay. Well, if we follow the Kevin Brennan logic, it's the movie that's gotten to $1 billion fastest in history. It had the single biggest opening weekend. So honestly, it doesn't matter.
$1 billion already?
Yeah, internationally, but yes. If you follow the Kevin Brennan logic, the movie's number one. It means it's the best movie of all time. Obviously, its gross will build over time. But I thought it was great. I enjoyed it. They took their time. Bladt fucked up the Geezer Butler interview. I don't think I did actually.
You interviewed Geezer Butler?
I did, and Brian interviewed Geezer Butler on 100 Songs That Define Heavy Metal. But I did post that the next week, the guest was the steepest decline in the history of podcasting from week to week, because last week on 100 Songs That Define Heavy Metal, the guest was Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Geezer Butler of Black Sabbath. And this week, the guest was me. So, I mean, that's just a nosedive. But I thought that the Geezer interview turned out great. And that's all I'm hearing. But I don't believe I talked during it. I knew to stay out of the way.
You can't blame it on Christian.
Anyway, I know people get upset when I only do one bear story. Now, we had 3 clips, but you know what? I don't need the complaint. And maybe this will inspire somebody to give us some money. But you know what? I'm just going to play it. I'm not going to hold it hostage for the money. I would like to be rewarded for a bear clip.
You 2 similar situations, totally different responses.
Is that a man?
Both involving.
Well, I was wondering the same thing.
She is a dude.
At least played softball in college.
A big dude.
Yeah. Maybe
looks like Kent Brockman with a wig. Motherfucker.
You might be right.
Bears.
I hear bear. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my God. Get in your car. Get in your car. Get in your car.
All right. You're looking at a clip. Oh, they better get in that car, in that van. This is a Tennessee parking lot. You heard the woman yelling from the balcony, warning of a bear on the loose.
Familiar. Oh, wow.
She says she was nervous for that one guy trying to get a close photo. I don't know if we saw him, or maybe we saw him earlier in the picture. Eventually, this bear wandered to a nearby river for a drink. Glad everyone was safe there. Now,
okay, so her whole point is this is one way to react when you see a bear. Bear! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so that's the first bear sighting, and then here at CBS News Chicago, they have another video.
in contrast, I give you that.
Do you know there's a bear right behind you?
Oh shit!
Okay.
You do now.
Wow.
Or did she? Maybe Canadians are a little calmer. British Columbia is the scene of this one.
She's just sitting at a bench, and the bear comes up behind her, and someone's filming it. Of course, you make sure you get the shot just in case it attacks her. And then you go, Miss, did you know that there's a bear behind you? Yeah.
Bear gets mere feet from that woman on the bench. She's politely warned, calmly leaves. Everybody seems to just saunter away.
Did you know that there? I was reading that you're not supposed to run because it can make them turn into predators. They can chase you. So I guess they did the right thing, but I don't know if I would.
In the moment, I know I would not have the fortitude.
Run.
Yes,
God, everyone on TV news is either a pig or lighting the loafers.
Sometimes both.
Look at this dude.
Yeah. His hair's not as good as our buddy from earlier. What I will say is that this lady's nonchalant, kind of matter of fact, like, oh, there's a bear behind me. I should get up. This is the perfect woman for the guy from the first story, the guy who's the fishing guide, because she's like totally calm and cool when there's bears around.
And the bear was waiting for her to leave. The bear was just as scared of her.
Yeah, he wanted to take a nap on that bench. I think it was the same thing.
Yankees suck. I know who that is. That's Kevin in Northern Ontario, Canada.
I mean,
I know that
he's spitting facts about the Yankees.
Yeah, black bears everywhere. They don't, where I live, they don't care anybody. They don't scare anybody. They run off if you yell and bop them on the nose.
Gordy Shumway says Spider-Man can't sell tickets because it gives me a chance to talk like KB again. I'll read that. And listen, we're not talking about 100 songs that define heavy metal, but we are at episode 92, I think, next week.
But this show?
we're no. This show we're 158, but 100 songs that define heavy metal.
How do you keep it all straight? I don't know.
I mean,
how
I
you do
produced
this
that show. I edited. I uploaded. I know what the file numbers are.
I know, but it's not
Yeah. And I'm sorry. I know that you're trying to get people to give us money, but Hamilton Berger, this is again a Kevin Brendan reference. Did you factor in the lifetime earnings of the franchise before giving us those numbers? You know what? No, I didn't. So I didn't factor in all of the Spider-Man movies when I gave you the $1 billion. Yeah. So it's a little inside baseball, and we don't have time to talk Kevin Brennan. By the way, Fat Guy 2 says, if I saw a bear, I'd just kick its ass. Yeah, exactly. You know, come on. All right. So fun has been had, but I think we want to pump the brakes and
get less fun. We want less fun.
We definitely want less fun. So let's go over to politics.
Who are these politics? Who are these politics?
Lindsey Graham died. We knew that last week, but his memorial service had not been held yet. And listen, last week we had some rough clips of Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. It was very clear that it was material that was prepared for him. There's a couple of bangers from our buddy 45-47. The President of the United States eulogizing Senator Lindsey Graham.
Being lectured on the excruciating details of patent law by a fellow senator during a flight, Lindsey declared that he had discovered a new form of enhanced interrogation and torture for the Guantanamo Bay area. He said this is really bad stuff and boring.
Okay, so maybe he doesn't have his fastball back. You know, my apologies.
Was there a bit in there?
That was a joke. He was being talked about patent law, and he came up with new, intense interrogation techniques for Gitmo.
You never know what's the joke and what's the fact with Trump.
Well,
he has one speed. It's all disjointed. Every time he talks, it's disjointed.
He does better. Listen, you can criticize him when he's off the top of his head because it's meandering. He's much better at that. But let's see about this one. Let's see if he agrees with the text in front of him.
Things got in Washington, virtually everyone, Republican or Democrat, liked Lindsey. Well, not everybody, but it sounds good. Not everybody.
He was big with the gays.
Cookie. Okay, I have to veer from this for a second. He was a tough cookie, darling.
Yeah. Listen, there's there's various hags and queens that were big fans of him. He was very popular at a certain kind of Sunday brunch in the Adams Morgan neighborhood in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, the amount of people that came out of the woodwork and talked about, all the remarkable gay sex adventures. I mean, this guy he had a very expensive taste and appetite.
Yeah, I think that the most tasteful thing said about Lindsey Graham was in this video.
69 dudes.
Sorry, I hadn't played that in so long. Oh, $2 Canadian. Fine, you big babies. Thank you. All right. So this is going to prove my point that I think Trump is about to crush here because this is not in the prepared remarks.
Lindsey and I did not exactly get off to the best of starts. Running against each other. Back in 2016, Lindsey said something rather nasty on his flight to becoming the next president of the United States. So naturally, I did something that I shouldn't have done. I shared his personal cell phone number with the millions of people that happened to be watching that particular day as I made a speech, a very important speech.
Okay, so that's kind of funny that he did that, but then he doubles down.
And I remember the number 202-228-0292 if anybody wants to give it a shot.
Oh.
His phone exploded. He said, I had that number for 20 years. His phone totally, I don't know what he did with it.
That's not what killed him. An exploding phone, by the way.
Yes, funny. It's funny that he did it.
Yeah.
It's
And then he
funny that
remembers
he's
the phone
dead.
number.
He's giving him the number again.
I did not try the number, but maybe I should have and recorded it for the show. I'm not particularly interested in the hearing of Anthony Fauci, where he pled the fifth for every one of his answers, despite having a pardon.
I would have done that too.
Yeah, I think that there's no reason to self-incriminate yourself, and he does have a pardon, so maybe people felt like he should. But Senator Moreno decides to go tough guy here, and I don't know. I like this interaction. You don't even get Fauci's reaction.
Sell them all, run for office, run for the United States Senate. Here I am sitting in front of you 6 years later saying, who the fuck do you think you were for doing that?
It's not beeped. You know, this is probably from C-SPAN or whatever, where like technically you can swear on cable television, but you usually don't. And I was just like, out of all the stuff from Fauci, we'll have some stuff from some sports figures a little later. But the fact that this guy's like, who the fuck do you think you are? I'm surprised he didn't stand up and be like, you want to go? Should we step outside, bro?
Isn't somebody supposed to hit the gavel and say, you know, hey, don't do that. Knock it off.
Well, yeah, but I mean, his party's the one.
What was he? What was he bitching about? What was the?
Just, that his policies on COVID, irreparably damaged lives, and and was most likely, I don't know, I'll say allegedly involved in creating something in a lab. I won't even say what, because I know what the rules were in 2021. I could probably say it, but it's not my channel. So anyway, that was the only part of that I particularly liked. And Fox News had on so this last guy, this guy's name is Larkin, Oliver Larkin. He's a congressional candidate for Florida. And he is the Fox News host here is really going to try to hold his feet to the fire to get him to answer a question about a Democratic lawmaker. And Oliver Larkin might flip the tables a little bit.
With you, is there a benchmark? Is it fine? How many children can be raped and it's fine if you're in relation to the immigration community?
If we're going to talk about children being raped, then we need to hold this pedophile president, Donald Trump, accountable, and all those that have been implicated by the Epstein files that the Department of Justice is still not leaking. And they've sent AIPAC after Thomas Massey for having the temerity to hold
Larkin,
accountable the pedophiles that are in control of our government.
Thank you. We appreciate your time very much.
So what he says is moderately amusing, but the realization in this host of, oh, I really shouldn't ask that, should I? Because
God. Yeah, it's kind of like you wish, if you're that guy who, by the way, looks like he's going to die, the host on Fox News.
Yes. Yeah.
He almost should.
Yeah.
Like,
this is the ghost. This is the ghost of Trace Gallagher. I'm actually not sure who this guy is. Yeah.
To like mute him.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it just looks, it's going to look terrible either way. The fact that he's going to kick your ass and he's not going to stop. Spineless host.
Right. I think that's
I agree.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You could certainly push back instead of like, all right.
Yeah. How is it though that this guy, this Larkin guy, can say Trump is a pedophile?
Well, we don't say that, but but
can he get sued for that?
He could, and I don't know. I mean, Trump's never sued anybody who said something he didn't like, have they?
Oh yeah, I would never get up the nerve to actually say that.
That's all right. I'm sure that there's a war chest behind him that would fight the fight. It would actually be good for his campaign if the president sued him, I think. What do I know? Anyway, there's a new political pundit on the scene, and there is a lot of attention paid to the fact. In our chat earlier, there were a number of comments that I saw from people that were responding to the thumbnail of the young woman we're talking about, Savanna Cannon. I want to show you some of these videos before we dive into it. So this is a TikTok account, and the host is Savanna Cannon.
with Muslims being elected at a ridiculously high rate in the United States. I'm not understanding how it's happening or why it's allowed. Like, what level of understanding about this country does a Muslim have to hold any authority here? Like, what are their real intentions? That's the whole problem, is that we don't know their intentions. It's not real. It's never been a thing. Like, this is a new thing. Muslims being elected, this is like stage 1 Islam. They're all going to be elected. Why are they all being elected? Who's electing them?
Okay. So this is not entirely dissimilar from things we've heard before. We're a little bit more focused on the presentation.
She is
package.
a candidate, you said?
No, she's just a pundit. She's just a commentator.
She's a pundit. She's a new pundit.
She's new. Yeah.
All right. So it doesn't matter.
Sorry, go ahead. She's watching.
God.
She's watching a clip here. So she's watching a clip of a woman who is complaining about what she was denied for her SNAP benefits, which when I was a kid, we used to call those food stamps, but they're SNAP benefits now. So she's watching the clip. Do you want to describe anything about her posture for our audio audience?
She's so comfortable. And, you don't often see women seated exposing, like with their legs open like that. And so her legs are wide open, like Sharon Stone style in Fatal Attraction, except they're not moving. You could just see her whole camel toe.
She's got a pair of, they're blue, but they're like the hot pants from Hooters.
Yeah.
So she's going to watch this video and respond.
I couldn't even get Arizona V8 juice or Welch's juice with my food stamps. Okay? And no sodas. You can't get your coffee creamer. You can't even get ice cream.
Here, everybody, is the exact issue. These lazy fat people want to use their nutritional program to buy this bullshit. To buy shit that they don't even need. To literally buy sugary bullshit. Like, just looking at her is pissing me off. Nothing about this shocks me. She's using her SNAP benefits to buy
sugar. I think coffee creamer seems like it would be all right. You probably don't need to be able to buy ice cream. And I don't know, listen, a bottle of Welch's grape juice is kind of like, that's juice in some homes. But all right, we can agree to disagree. But Savanna Cannon continues here.
Is white people need to stop being racist. It's never minorities need to be more likable. If white people don't like you, it's usually not for no reason. Actually, it's not because of the color of your skin.
I want to point out that what we've added is she has a foot raised, and you can see, I believe that is a French pedicure that she has.
That's
there.
a nice looking foot, by the way.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
That is an excellent looking foot. She knows how to sit.
She does.
And
what
if you
she lacks in charisma, she's has no none of that to be able to perpetuate what she wants to say. She struggles. I think she's got a pretty good idea of what she wants to say, but she just doesn't do a good job saying it. It doesn't matter because she looks good. She looks very whorish.
It literally doesn't matter. She could film 2 videos where she takes the opposite sides of the same issue. And I think it wouldn't do anything to the engagement, even if you posted them simultaneously.
No. She's going to be a star. This is huge.
It's always white people need to stop being racist. It's never minorities need to be more likable.
I don't know how many times Eric Zane has said that to me. Every day before we start the show, I'm like, I know they should be more likable, easy.
If white people don't like you, it's usually not for no reason. Actually, it's not because of the color of your skin. And if you come to white countries, it is not white people's responsibility to accept you the way you are. That's brainwashing.
Yeah, I mean, the Statue of Liberty to huddle masses, none of that. That's brainwashing.
It's your responsibility to be acceptable to how white people are. Like, if I come into your house and you say, take off your shoes, and I drag muddy footprints into your kitchen because I didn't listen to you, that would be an issue. We give minorities and foreigners the most cultural and political identity space in our own countries than we do our own selves.
Man, I could coach the shit out of her. She can't. This is fucking terrible. She's everything leaving her face sounds like fuck. The only reason why she's people are liking her is because she sits with her legs open and shows her fucking toe. But this chick sucks.
Well, I don't know. I think I might change your mind because those are black pants and they're a little too forgiving.
voices is from an. Tell me which one of these voices is from an obese man.
I want 30 sliders, 5 French fries, and 4 large cherry cokes.
The first one, I'm going to get the lumberjack slam pack.
It has been scientifically proven that obese people have different voices than non-obese people. There's a lot of reasons why, but one of the bigger reasons is that when you're obese, you have less breath support. So let's say you're playing video games, for example, and your camera's off. Your friends can still tell if you're overweight just by your breathing patterns.
So what? Who gives a fuck?
You know, if you host a podcast on a live stream, they can probably tell when your breathing's labored that you might be overweight. And also,
is there a way to zoom in? You can. There might even be moisture there.
Well, let me just jump to the next one.
Can we please stop addressing Ilhan Omar as a congresswoman? I mean, she's literally a fraud. This is a person who came to the USA to corrupt its people and resources. She went from negative $65,000 net worth to over $30 million and denies it.
Yeah.
She's got a very puffy lab.
I wish Puffy Labs was what we called this episode.
Yeah. A new band name.
You notice
Puffy Labs.
Yeah, that'll be song 101 on 100
that is
songs.
A fat snatch right there. God damn, is that puffy as shit.
$30 million and denies it. She denies it and she blames it on an accounting error. That's not all. Then there's the winery with no clear location, no wine at all. No phone number, no visible operations.
She's talking about Ilhan Omar, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to mute her. People can read what she's saying. So, you know, I think that she's definitely gotten some attention. And there were some comments earlier that we'll get to in a moment. But in terms of videos, this is the last one that I'm going to present today.
Respectfully, stop telling me to close my legs. Like, I'm trying to do my part in saving this fucking country one view at a time. And if I can use my looks to maximize that, why not? Like, beauty and brains can be utilized at the same time for the greater good. So just let me be and enjoy the goddamn show.
Okay, yeah, and I don't have a problem with that either. If you want to see your lips, that's fine. Who gives a who's the asshole saying close your legs? What idiot is saying close your legs?
Christian commentator Lauren Witzke. Nobody is switching political parties because some girl showed them her vag. The GOP was founded as the party of, quote, traditional nuclear family values and the party that was designed to defend Christian rights and culture. There's already a party for whores and degenerates. She should go join them.
She's jealous. She is jealous as fuck.
You know why? Because she doesn't have a puffy lab.
No, she can't. She's not willing to show her fucking clam like this chick is.
Yeah, and I'm just going to leave her up on the screen while I go through some of the chats that we got earlier. So Bring Backlemore wants us to realize that this chick is AI, right? I did look into it. It does have a lot of the touchstones of AI. But as I
don't know that.
Well, it's the way her face moves, and you know, it seems like it's very measured when she blinks. Listen, I said this in the chat earlier. I would, even if she's AI, especially if she's AI, because then I feel like I wouldn't get in any trouble. But you just, you know, let us have our fun. But Ohio Dave came in. Who the hell is Savanna Cannon? Diane Cannon's daughter. Home run, Ohio Dave. Thank you for that.
He's mocking you, Dave.
Hamilton Burger. Well, no, he was going for a Chip Chipperson. I know what he was doing. CB would offer himself up as cannon fodder. Confirmed. Gray Lobster called it woman spreading. And I did want to mention that we would talk about it. Appendicitic Tooth said, give me camel toe or give me death. And he does add that she looks like an AI B word. So my question for you, EZ, do you think... Is it, you know, we used to always ask the question, is it real or is it Memorex? You know, that's sort of the age old question. But of course, on this show, we do ask it a little differently.
Extraterrestrials, strange phenomena, missing persons, lost continents, myths, and monsters. We examine these mysteries to determine, are they bullshit or not?
So what do you think? Do you think she's real or do you think she's AI?
I think she's real. I didn't think for a second she's AI because my brain doesn't go there. I guess it kind of went there after you said it.
Sure.
But I don't have a trained eye to think that it is AI. So I'll just say she's real.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the sake of the show, it's way funnier if she's real. What are people in the chat saying now? I brought up earlier chats, but are you getting any thoughts in there?
This is a great AI reference. I'd fuck her if she had 11 fingers, says Fat Guy.
I mean, that would probably be very helpful, I think, the extra fingers, But,
it's ever since it was thrown out, it's, mixed bag. Is AI. If she were AI, she would be way hotter.
All right.
Yeah, she's not the most attractive in the face.
Yeah.
And she does have like saggy, floppy girl tits.
I would say probably bigger boobs, right?
Yeah, she's got natural milkers,
Yeah.
I think the most outrageous thing about her is her clam. It just jumps out and says, "Hey, look at me."
It's hypnotic, that clam, isn't it?
It's the substantially amazing clam. I mean, and the ability to show it off like that.
Yeah. No, exactly. And I mean, listen, she should be proud of it. All that, I think that's really where we're at. I think we're maybe in agreement to disagree
Right.
that there is a part of me that doesn't really want to know. I mean, I think that it gives me an excuse to keep playing these videos week after week. Once we confirm that she's AI, it kind of takes the fun away, doesn't it?
Well, absolutely. Skin wins. And skin to win. I showed my taint for a reason on this show.
What was that reason?
It was a calculated, measured move to propel this show. I mean, if we're going to be the top show on this network, which we are, we're going to have to propel ourselves to the tip top. So that was a bold, selfless move by myself to get us to be the leaders that we are on this network. That's why we have the most views and we make so much money doing this show, Christian.
It is crazy how much money we make. We have $7 Canadian. Is that what we have today? Even Cardiff's laughing at us.
$7, and no, we got a $1.99 super sticker.
Oh, thank you
That's
to the great
UF.
Dame Taft from the Dame Taft movie
thank
show.
you for that.
Yeah. All right, listen, we'll continue this study. I just wanted to leave this image up here as long as I possibly could for people happening by. By the way, you want to notice our live viewership has gone up 25% since we started covering Savanna Cannon. So I don't want to know if she's AI, but if somebody wants to ruin our fun, what they can do is I would say they would be within their rights to leave us a voicemail. We'll have one a little bit later, but you can leave us a voicemail at 585-612-1388. Just please say it's for Who Are These Broadcasters. Much appreciated. Okay, so we'll I'm going to keep an eye on her, Easy, and you go ahead and read what Patrick just said.
Patrick says you should have super chat goals with
like
Clam Cam Zoom.
So if we get to $5, we do one Zoom, and each $5 we zoom in a little bit more until
exactly.
Okay, listen, I love that, and we'll do that next week. I guess I could start now, but I do think that we've had too much fun looking between her legs. So let's head over for some talk show talk.
WATB, who are these talk shows? Who are these talk shows?
Easy, I know you're familiar. You must be familiar with the podcast Smart List at this point, right?
Hell no.
Okay.
kidding?
It's got Jason Bateman, who you know as Teen Wolf 2. And that's from your era, right? When he played the second Teen Wolf in a movie, or maybe
that's the guy in Ozark, right?
That's right. Wow. That's a reference from the 21st century.
Yeah. I watched that. It got shitty at the end. I hated the ending.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And of course, Arrested Development, so many things. And Sean Hayes from Will and Grace. And the guy who used to be married to Amy Poehler, which, like an idiot, I forgot his name. But who needs that? No one in the chat will help me because I know Zane isn't going to be able to remind me. This name is Will Arnett. Will Arnett. All right, I got it.
You got it. You did get it.
It took me a second. I saw his face in my mind, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Came back.
Yeah. Allegedly, his marriage broke up because he did a show with Christina Applegate, and we'll just leave it there. So they did a live show of this show, Smartless. This is one of the biggest podcasts in the country. So I thought that you might be familiar with it. And their guest was actor Jonah Hill. And Jonah Hill has kind of a wild hobby, and he's really into it.
I love Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I love, except my body is begging me to not love it. 42 isn't, my wife is often like, you're not going to become like a professional fighter. You know that, right? Like you're a comedian. Like,
but let me ask you something.
Yeah.
If we got into it,
I would fuck you up.
You'd fuck me up, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Since he lost his fat, his voice changed. It's just like that chick was talking about. He sounds different now.
Yes, he definitely sounds different, and but he looks different, and that plays right into the fact that he doesn't like to be reminded.
No, you're not supposed to say, "Hey, great job getting in shape." Never. You never say that to this guy.
And specifically, don't reference his past body image.
I would fuck all three of you up. Yeah. Right? And that's the best part. My favorite thing is people are like, oh, Jonah Hill, fucking fat guy from Superbad. And I'm like, I would fucking annihilate you, dude. I'm not kidding,
every
dude.
fight
Try it. If you see me, try it, dude.
Every fight ends up on the ground.
I can bring it. Who's got it?
I will, unless you are way bigger than me,
I have like a
fucking fuck around.
Fuck around and find out.
No, I'd like to fight that fucker.
Yeah, I never had the urge in my entire life to do that, but now he's
like a fucking dick.
He's encouraging it, and I would like him to lay me out, and I would be injured on the ground.
This is a good point by Chad. I don't like to say it, but he says that attitude seems like the exact opposite of what Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu teaches.
That's actually a great point. Yeah, it's like Kung Fu and everything is it's a tool of last resort. Speaking
I
of
kind of hate him. I hate him, and he looks fucked up now that he's skinny. Occasionally, he'll get fat fucks who lose weight, and they look better when they were disgusting, like Al Roker. For example.
But Al Roker still has the big head.
Yeah, he looks like a goddamn bobblehead, and the same thing as Jonah Hill. Fucking idiot. It looks like fucking shit. Fuck you and your martial arts. Fuck off and die.
So should you invite him to the WATP live show? Do we buy a ticket for him at WATP Live October 2nd in the Detroit area?
He'd get his ass kicked with that attitude in Detroit. Are you fucking kidding me?
There's going to be a long line of people for you to fight outside that show. Remember, you're fighting all the veterans.
Any amputee veteran. I will beat the fuck out of you.
I just wanted to remind you. Listen, speaking of Chad's missing upper lip, he did direct message me to point out that he had sent a super chat that we didn't read. And listen, this is the way that the super chats work. Somebody pays us money. We will read what they say. This is the whole idea for the sign off. And I don't have to endorse this comment, but I will read it. Chad's missing upper lip. Thanks for the 2. Just a friendly reminder that Tom Myers sucks.
Yeah, he's been dogging Tom the whole show.
Yeah,
that's like not his first comment. He says something horrible about Tom earlier.
Well,
he's like legitimately hates Tom. How the fuck would anybody hate Tom?
Tom's into it with Husey right now, and they're really going back and forth. And listen, it's very entertaining. But on Husey's show over the weekend, they did show a roast battle between Tom and a comedian named Robbie Goodwin, and it was Carl, Husey, Lemmy, Rochi, and I think I'm forgetting someone. Sorry. And they all agreed that Tom won, but the judges of the show gave it to the other guy. And like Tom definitely handed this guy his ass.
Oh yeah.
The other guy was so bad. Tom was prepared with his remarks because he's a professional touring comedian for, I think he said 20 years. So obviously this is a Tom Myers friendly zone, but if you give me $2, Tom, I think you'd understand. Yeah. If someone gave Tom $2 to say that we suck, I would expect him to read it. And
we had to force Carl into start acknowledging Tom on our network here and to stop fucking with him. And,
I don't know that that's the way that happened, but let's remember it that way. If we're talking about talk shows, let's talk about the top of the food pyramid. This is, of course, the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. And I grabbed this from an account that I follow called Late Nighter. And I want to give you their expectation for how people are going to feel about this joke before I play it. Jimmy Fallon may have just earned a spot on Late Nighter's year-end best jokes list. So, EZ, you better be ready for your sides to hurt from laughing.
Look, he's got one strike against him. It's Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah. So it's already working against him. All right, let's sit back and prepare to laugh.
Oh, get this. I saw that a man in the UK just broke a world record by swallowing 15 fish sticks in 1 minute.
Oh, gross. How would you even find him? What a pervert. Jeez. That's disgusting. It's a family show, I thought. Ugh.
Sticks. Fish sticks.
No, Zane.
All right. I feel like a fool.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes you zig when I expect you to zag. You like that joke, didn't you?
Well, I didn't. At first, I didn't get it. At first, then I realized he thought he said fish dicks. Okay, I'm laughing, but my being jaded towards Jimmy Kimmel kind of like pulls me away from the laughter. But I did actually laugh at it. So I mean, that's probably the truest thing is that I did actually laugh.
Yeah. All right, I guess it belongs on the Late Nighter.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, they must be all shitty.
Sorry.
Besides, Jimmy Kimmel wasn't the funny one there. The other idiot was.
Yeah, Higgins, Steve Higgins, who I think is still one of the head writers at SNL, or he's just a senior producer. He's been around there forever. Used to have a comedy troupe called the Higgins Boys and Gruber. Oh, wait, no one cares? Great. I'll give you more facts like that if you keep giving me money. So Chris Cuomo from News Nation, former CNN employee, which is relevant to this, was a guest on the PBD podcast. Please don't ask me what it stands for. I have no idea. But he's having a conversation with the hosts. And our buddy Carl says something all the time. Show the clip. And they were prepared, the PBD podcast, to show the clip. So let's let Chris Cuomo take it away.
So much talk that they don't want you to take ivermectin. Ivermectin is the way to go. Take it. Joe Rogan got better from ivermectin. And by the way, I don't like what people did to Joe Rogan about ivermectin. I don't like
You did it.
No. Okay,
Yes,
good.
you did.
Find the clips.
Dude, find the clips. You shamed Joe Rogan.
Okay, so Cuomo's saying, find the clips. This guy's saying, find the clips.
You said he's taking horse dewormer. You and Don Lemon were chuckling at each other about it.
No.
I'll go find
First
the
of all,
clip.
you just saw the clips.
I watched
I'm
it.
not chuckling. I'm listening to Don. But
No. The
here's
clip
point.
I'm talking about wasn't on there, and it's absolutely there.
Oh, look at this, Easy. They've got the clip of him with Don Lemon. Yeah.
Here, do we have it? Hold on. Let's play the clip.
Injecting drugs for animals and horse.
And people telling them to. Oh my God. What person? You talk about cancel culture and who to shame. Ivermectin, a dewormer, really?
They are shaming themselves.
That's
No
what
one
it
has
is.
to shame them. They're shaming themselves.
So you're taking a dewormer right now, Chris. Chris, you can't apologize for that. You weren't being clear that it was this, and you know that, dude. You're being so dishonest right now, man.
I'm not
You
being
were talking
dishonest.
about ivermectin, the drug.
I don't care about the actual argument.
That's fucking great.
I love that he's like, yeah, show the clip. Okay, so he shows the clip. It's exactly what it is.
Why did he tell him to show the clip? Why did he even... He knows he did that. What a fucking
he
moron.
convinced himself. He's rebuilt his image since he got fired from CNN. And he's like, oh, no. I'm definitely a little bit more centrist, a little bit more open to
He's
viewpoints.
right. Any idiot that would take a dewormer is a fucking more. He should have doubled down and said, yeah, I said, you're right. I forgot. He's a fucking idiot for saying that in the first place.
I think the problem is that actor Tim Robbins, who's a huge lefty, was on the Joe Rogan Experience recently, and he said, I got really sick from COVID and I took ivermectin and I got better. So that is not the problem I want to try and solve here on this show. I want to solve the problem that Major League Baseball All-Star Pete Crow Armstrong is an idiot. Now, he infamously was traded by the Mets for a half-year rental of Javi Baez, who struck out, I think, 100 times. So it's a little bit of a sore spot. But he was on Kristen Cavallari has a show, and he was asked about conspiracy theories he believes in. And I had never, ever heard this one. And it takes a true idiot to have these ideas in their head.
Conspiracy theory stuff, or like what's an unpopular opinion? Don't get me going, because we'll be here all night.
This is going to be crazy.
I love it.
Babe Ruth never existed is one that I love.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Really?
I'm going to let it go on. Have you ever heard this before?
I've never heard it.
The idea that Babe Ruth is actually, it's just manufactured, and
So
he was
is
never
he
a player.
saying he heard it on another show, or he believes that?
So he's hedging his bets a little bit, because he's going to talk about who he heard say it, but he is basically about to endorse it.
Never existed.
I heard some pitcher with the Mariners, what's his name? Salcedo? You remember him?
Salcedo, yeah, lefty.
I
Yeah.
think he did some podcast on Zoom when he was like going down the rabbit hole with somebody about how Babe Ruth never existed. And I was like, dude, that's awesome. Like,
Wow. So you're gonna double down right now?
well, it's like we always talk about how like the game's evolving, and like people might as well have been like underhanding the ball to that guy, and he's regarded still as one of the best players ever, and you might as well dive further into it and be like, well, maybe he just never existed.
I love it. I love it.
That's crazy.
That's a good one.
That's a good moon landing picture. Like,
Yeah.
are those?
So he throws out the moon landing just in case people aren't on his side. So yeah, that's just wild. That listen, there was a player on the Red Sox, Carl Everett, who believed that dinosaurs weren't real. And it's like, but what about the bones? It's like, yeah, they're made up. You know, they're not real. You know,
I love that they feel comfortable enough to say it. They're dumber. Some of these athletes are dumb as fuck.
Yeah,
and I'm glad that they don't let societal norms keep them from spewing out the stupid things that they say, because it gives us something to talk about and to point and laugh at people like that. And by the way, she's very hot.
Kristen Cavallari, she's okay. Yeah, she's no Savanna Cannon.
And she looks good seated there with her legs crossed. Do you prefer the leg cross look or puffy labia?
No, I like wide open, and
Okay.
I want to see, you know, how big of a car I could park in there. I want to really get a look.
You get
at
the urge to park a bike when you see it.
Yeah, I definitely want that. So this would be the perfect opportunity to transition to sports, but we did get another $2 Canadian. And Hamilton Berger said he wants to hear Christian Bladt's tight 5 on the Higgins guys group. I'm going to give you a tight 60 seconds, and I will explain that the Higgins Boys and Gruber was a sketch comedy and clip show that aired on the Comedy Channel from 1989 to 1991. The show was hosted by a trio of brothers, David Anthony Higgins, Steve Higgins, who's the one we saw from The Tonight Show, along with Dave Gruber Allen. And Gruber was mostly known for playing a chemistry teacher on Freaks and Geeks. So that's because of $2 that I just did that. And
I don't know what the hell is happening. What is
I talked about the Higgins Boys and I used to have the Comedy Channel. This is before Comedy Central. They had a show on there.
Oh my God, that was incredible. You just pulled that out of your asshole.
Yeah, there's no way that I have a Google screen open on this tab over here. There's absolutely no way that that
All
I
right,
did that.
I see.
Yeah, I had a loose understanding of who those guys were.
What does tight 5 mean?
It's a comedian talk for you. Basically, you have 5 minutes that you can do anytime, anywhere, and you've got it down. You don't need to prepare. You're just ready to rock, end, or roll.
I always feel like I'm completely lost on this show.
Yeah.
And
after your tight 5, you never have to do this.
Thank you. Please clap. I force applause breaks.
That's our buddy Chad Zumach there, who good luck with your special, Chad. I personally cannot wait to watch.
Did he commit to actually making it?
No, he keeps raising the bar to more and more money. But that just means the special is going to be that much better. And I, for one, can't wait to watch it. All right, let's head over to sports.
Who are these sports? You know what I'm saying? Who are these sports? Let's see who's playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what's the side.
Ohio Dave, how has Eric gone through life and learned nothing? I mean, not everybody knows what a tight five is. And listen, I don't know how many live streamers right now could tell you anything about the Higgins boys and Gruber. I think it's okay to not know some things.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things I have no idea what
But what you do know is what's a great clip. Now, of course, I had seen this because it was from a Mets broadcast. They brought back the 1986 World Series championship Mets. I was 10, so if you wonder why I might root for such a terrible team, they hooked me early. And they're speaking to Ray Knight. And let's hear what Ray has to say about getting back together with all the guys.
What's it like when, after all this time, I know you guys haven't really been together since probably the 30th reunion. What's it like to get back together with that group again?
Awesome. I love those guys. They love me. We love each other. And, it goes from top to bottom, from your best player to the worst player, although there weren't any worse players on that team. And it's just, we hug. And, I had 4 or 5 guys that give me a kiss on the cheek. I kissed a couple of guys on the cheek. People think what they want to think. I don't give a fuck, but I do know one thing. I like going to war with those men.
I like that it just takes them a while to get to it. Like why the clip is great. It's just like, I kissed some guys on the cheek. I don't give a fuck. So
and that was a strong fuck too.
Yeah, that was it
wasn't, I don't give a fuck. It was, no. I don't give a fuck. That's what that was.
Yeah, the Mets in-game on-the-field reporter Steve Gelbs, that's who we see there. He's the one who eats hot dogs on the road, and he can't help but laugh. So that makes it that much more fun.
Was Nails there? That's a great question. Did
Yes, Nails was there. And
he did?
Yeah, his daughter-in-law sang the national anthem, and his daughter-in-law is Jamie Lynn Siegler, who played Meadow Soprano on The Sopranos.
Oh.
So his son is married to Meadow. So she was there. Yeah.
Isn't he been in and out of prison?
Yeah, he's on a path, on a redemption arc. Daryl Strawberry has kind of helped him at least right the ship a little bit, but he was an amazing Howard Stern guest.
This is Nick the electrician, friend of mine. He says, "Is going to war some kind of gay code?"
It might be. It definitely might.
He wrote in earlier. He's not new to my show, but he's new to this show, and he fucked up and he watched 50 minutes of a show that's already done before he showed up to this one today.
Oh, I hope you enjoyed our past show. So Aaron Rodgers is close friends with Pat McAfee. And usually when the two of them get on, ESPN is probably ready to dump out of the segment. But this actually aired. This might be from his YouTube channel, but it was actually broadcast. So they talk about a few things here.
With your family. Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey,
let's
go.
Go, Rob.
It's both sides. Obviously, that's both sides. A lot of people publicly have killed you for this entire thing. We have always said, hey, Aaron also has his side of this entire story. For the fact that that's going to come together, and now,
honestly, the reason there was a schism and the reason we're back together is nobody's fucking business.
Agreed.
And I gave a little glimpse.
So I like that. I don't really care what his issues were with his family. I do like that he said "fuck" on ESPN.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah. I definitely like that. If I like Ray Knight saying "fuck," I like Aaron Rodgers saying "fuck." There is absolutely no problem here.
Yeah, I've forgotten about all the flakiness from Rodgers.
Yeah.
And I do that. Like somebody will be in the news, they'll say stupid shit. I don't like it, but I have no problem with him right now. He seems all right, and he played well last year.
He did. He's going to be back with the Steelers, and he is gonna bang a very specific drum, a topic that we have heard him speak on before.
Tell us about the mindset of coming into your last season. Like, that's a real thing, it feels like, because is everything better? Is everything funner? Is everything more awesome? Like, how do you kind of view this year versus maybe the years of the past?
I'm going to plead the fifth.
Okay.
Okay.
Like
Gotta love that guy.
Okay.
Like that absolute coward, Tony Fauci. Absolute coward.
Yeah.
Hey, it's back,
Are
baby.
you kidding me?
Yeah, 111
You got
times.
a pardon and you're in front and you pleaded over 100 times at the White House. What are you scared of, Tony?
Yeah.
I thought you were the science.
Yeah.
I thought you were I am science, and you get up there and you can't answer a question.
Yeah.
What are we doing? And how much time did the network spend at that? How much time did they spend on my responses every week, on my vaccination status?
Okay, so far Pat's like, it's whatever. We can talk about Fauci, and then his guys, Pat's guys, are ready to tackle Rodgers when he brings up something else.
Taylor and Travis's wedding.
Not that.
Yeah. Did they do even a minute? Did they do even a minute on Tony Fauci?
No, I don't think I've heard
Nah,
anything.
I bet they didn't.
But on that note,
And there was another scandal this offseason, too, involving a voter for MVP, for Coach of the Year. How much time did your network spend? Where's your camp? Did your network spend on
our
that?
network.
I wish how much time did you spend?
So he's talking about the affair that Mike Vrabel had with the reporter.
Oh,
and,
okay. Yep.
Yeah, and ESPN has tried to put a spin on that. Anyway, so he's just there to blow up Pat McAfee's show, and I'm there for it. By the way, our buddy Hot Gilf 69 sent me this from last week. This is when we played a clip of your buddy Hunter Brody Broads when he was excited about LeBron joining the Sixers, and you can see his comment from our Discord. Hang it in the Louvre.
Look at that widow's peak too. It's so bad. Oh my God.
No.
I hate that guy.
That is a thing of beauty. We should all strive to be more like this guy, not the one in the little box over there.
Pray for his death daily.
Also from the Discord, our buddy Robo Shitstain MK9000, and we have a really fun clip that I want to show. But he wanted to explain the women's baseball league, the professional women's baseball league.
Okay.
I looked into this league and it's a total farce, fronted by two extremely Zionist Jews, one of which is a billionaire, the other a former coach of the Israeli national baseball team, who is also an international, quote, gender equity social scientist specializing in women's empowerment and equity in public spaces. All the teams are named after various socialist and equity-driven feminists. Turnout at the park for the first game was abysmal. All the games are locked between $70 a month paywall on Disney Plus ESPN. So we got a lot of history about the Women's Baseball League. And you know what's a great way, Easy, to make sure that literally no one is talking about any of those things? Well, you have the national anthem performed by Martha Reeves from Martha and the Mandelas. Or the
Vandellas, not the Mandelas, you dick. What the fuck?
I can't run anything by you, can I?
They're all standing next to her dressed like Nelson Mandela.
Well, they're all in prison. That's where the Vandellas are. Sometimes I throw it out there for the chat. Let's hear this.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early
We've had some doozies on the show, Easy.
Look at the ump. The ump's like, think pussy, think pussy.
twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the
See the people laughing in the crowd.
Yeah, that's the best part.
were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets resting, the bombs bursting in air.
God!
So the other Mandelas over there on the left, or the Mandrell sisters, I'm not sure which.
Really?
They give her. It's a joke. They give her the solo, and I'm sure they're glad they did it. Now they join back in.
The night that our flag was still there.
Oh, she murdered it.
Does that star-spangled banner
I don't even know what that means, Jerry Shepherdini, but great to see you. The apartheid of our national. I mean, we have played some really terrible national anthems. That has to be the worst because she's a professional singer. You know, Roseanne trying to go for a joke and grabbing her crotch.
Yeah, that was intentional.
Yeah,
This person thinks this again. Jerry Shepherdini says maybe that was intentional. I don't know.
I just think she's old and can't sing anymore. But I'm willing to especially with what our buddy Reverend Shitstain told us, it could be trying to disrespect our anthem. I just think she sucks and has nothing worth saying. Go ahead, Easy.
Hear me out.
I will.
This was fantastic for the Women's Professional Baseball League to have this happen. We would not have even known anything about this.
I knew there was talk of a women's baseball league. I did not know that they had started, and now I do because of this.
That was great.
Talking about someone with a bad voice with very little to say, we got another voicemail from our friend.
This is for WATB.
Oh, it's the guy.
First of all, Christian, this is the guy who you say just wants to complain.
Tell me I'm wrong, sir.
No, I don't. I had a point.
What's your point?
Your co-host
the handsome
offended
one
a lot
over
of
there.
people. He stomped on the memories of a lot of people.
Okay.
Who died on 9/11. Forget.
Okay, so
not.
why don't you explain it again? Actual 9/11, not funny.
No, I said after seeing those animal Knick fans destroy the city and beat up Spurs fans, that because of that, I am now praying for another 9/11.
The next one will be funny because in your mind, it's going to be all Knicks fans.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're having a big Knicks celebration in the biggest building of the Freedom Tower, and it gets blown up.
Listen,
that's the joke, you asshole.
Opening night in October, Madison Square Garden, they're going to hang up the championship banner.
Yes.
That would probably be what
Shut
you're
up,
thinking of. Yeah.
Fucking Jersey Goomba.
Okay.
Fuck off.
We're going to get more out of
Forget
him.
the other stuff for a second. Just the 9/11 stuff.
Okay. Just 9/11.
And you don't seem to really want to talk about that at all.
We just did.
And second of all, then you asked the question concerning, do I watch The Creep Off? And The Creep Off does
it's a great show.
Horrible things.
Vote
and
for
as
Carl.
I said, you guys are false advertising. They're not.
They are?
The name of the show is The Creep Off.
Yeah.
Okay?
And there's two creeps
You
on
guys
it.
are, who are these broadcasters? What does people plunging to their deaths from a burning, collapsing building have to do with broadcasting?
Okay, I didn't talk about that.
No. We've never shown it that way. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I'm guessing that all the 9/11 victims, that it's not okay to make fun of their deaths, but I can't say for sure. I would have to go and review all of their files to see if they were assholes and they deserved it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm not going to take the time. I'm going to respect their
No.
memory and assume
Right.
that
I'm just not going to waste
that
my
out of 3,000 that there were no assholes.
Oh, and by the way, one point.
Okay.
On the beginning of this voicemail, it says
Yeah.
nothing about 45 seconds. So you guys don't even know your own voicemail message.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, because it's Carl, and
who gives
we
a
don't call into our own show. But
Carl
sure.
worries about the
It's supposed to be 45 seconds, even if it's not there. Everybody knows it's supposed to be 45 seconds. Only this show is so starved for voicemails that we play long ones. Like
Well, plus Carl's the worker bee. He works for us. Okay? God damn it.
Let me see if there's any more. I forget now.
This is for WA.
No, that's that guy again. All right. So listen, we understand. We hear you. If you want to leave basically the same voicemail every week, sir,
Right.
you're welcome to. We will make the same points. I do think that what we would probably do, maybe this is how we can make amends to that gentleman. I did see that yesterday was actually an anniversary, a sad one. It was 47 years ago yesterday, August the 3rd, that during a broadcast at Shea Stadium, they broke the news that Yankee captain Thurman Munson had died. So we're going to listen to that a little bit.
AP wire. It just came over the wire about 3 or 4 minutes ago that Thurman Munson, the Yankee catcher, has been killed in a private aircraft crash near Canton, Ohio. They repeat all information. They had a call from the radio station saying the story had moved on the AP wire
Okay.
The Yankee catcher Thurman Munson was killed in a private airplane crash near Canton, Ohio, or perhaps right at the Canton, Ohio airport.
Reminds me of Kenny Hubbs, who was the second baseman for the Cubs, who was killed in his own private plane in a crash near Salt Lake City a few years back.
No, that's
Story did not say whether or not Thurman was flying his own plane or not.
Bob Murphy and
Might
Ralph
very well
Kiner.
be. But obviously point out he has
They
been,
really put it
he is
on
a
the-
pilot and has been flying back and forth to get home.
Then the game has come to a halt as the players looked at it and are stunned. Yankee catcher Thurman Munson was killed today in a plane crash near Canton, Ohio, and Mazzilli walking away from the batter's box over to the on-deck circle, obviously taken by the message. It would get your attention.
Well, every player in the field for the Philadelphia Phillies standing motionless and staring at the message board. As you say, Lee Mazzilli saw it, was stunned, got out of the batter's box and walked away. You could hear a pin drop here at Shea Stadium.
Everybody in the ballpark stunned by the message on the bulletin board out in right center field. He can just feel the difference in the attitude of the people.
I've never experienced anything quite like that in a stadium before.
I have not either. I guess the suddenness of it all is what really gets to you about
Yeah, I
something
can't
like
believe
that.
they
To have
posted.
a life snuffed out at the peak of a career, or at any time, so sad. Lee Mazzilli had just stepped into the batter's box when they put the information on the message board. And the players were in a state of shock. Mazzilli left the batter's box, went back toward the
Going on and
dugout.
on
Phillies were
about
in the field. Everybody turned around and just stared at the message board and
JFK Head Chunk says you can hear a plane drop. How about the fact that back then they thought it'd be a good idea during Mazzilli's at bat to just fire it off on the goddamn Jumbotron?
They just, it's just written. It's not like, after the half innings. Ladies and gentlemen, we wanted to just report some somber news. And, there would be the reverb on it. Somber news. Thurman Munson. Tragically,
just ignore
crashed
it.
his plane because he was a heck of a ball player, not Hall of Fame worthy, but God damn it, he was a lousy fucking pilot. And R.I.P. Thurman Munson.
I can't believe the crowd was laughing like that.
Well, I guess they're Mets fans. We're animals. That's I guess how that goes. So, sir, it really. When I saw that yesterday was the day, I realized that we should honor your wishes and have a tribute to Thurman Munson that I think would do his body of work proud. So we hope that you appreciated that. How did the chat feel about that, Easy? By the way, we have 153 live viewers.
So glad that Munson is dead. Nobody knows who the guy was. An old-ass baseball player, was average hitter, fair catcher, horrible to his family, are all the comments. Getting various comments that he was abusive to animals, Thurman Munson, and goddamn horrible gambler on baseball. Beat children at the ballpark many times.
But again, a tragedy. Our thoughts and prayers with his family. Yeah,
and she's dead.
Thoughts and prayers with his family.
Yes.
And I'm indifferent. Actually, no, I'm outraged. All right, we appreciate that. Well, I don't know if I like this. Can we buy the voicemailer a flight from Cleveland to a field outside of Cleveland? I don't think I much care for that. And listen, Peanut Butter 66. Everybody that streams is a fucking creep. Stop acting brand new. Listen, if you were going to make the point that this show is called Who Are These Broadcasters, and you just spent 20 minutes with a possibly AI TikToker looking at her puffy vag, you'd make the point that she's not a broadcaster. But damn, those lips is puffy. You know what I'm saying?
Those lips is puffy. By the way, that fucker that called.
Yes, sir.
I think he's here. I think he goes by like Chuck Puck or something.
I don't know that Chuck Puck is the same as him, but
I think
if he's
maybe
saying
not.
anything that you think is relevant, go ahead and put it
I
up
can't
there.
even find it, but he was hating. But
Yeah, well,
all
it's
right,
all right.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck, it's my network.
Yeah, and exactly. Munson is no Dykstra. Lenny Dykstra would be on with
Oh,
Howard Stern and talk
Hall
about
of
how
Famer.
he
I
was
love
born.
Lenny Dykstra.
Lenny Dykstra talks about how he was born with a PC, and that stands for perfect cock. And
Yeah,
he
great
would always
player.
ask Robin Quivers, "How's the slot?" As in the slot of her puffy vag.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
Good man there, Lenny Dykstra.
Look at this though, Rat Dog King. I'm a Philly fan. We would have thrown D cells at the casket. Listen, we're having fun today, and we have a large audience. So obviously, the thing to do right now is end the show. And we want to thank everybody for being here. I had a fun one today, and I hope you did too, Easy.
I always have a fun time on this show. It's the greatest audience in our network here.
Yeah, well, that's why this is the most popular show. I mean, I think we've established that, and we can't really do anything. So I do believe that $5 Canadian is the big ticket item, but there's still time. If you get in a last minute super chat, honestly, $5 American trumps $5 Canadian. Chuck Buck, get rid of Eric Zane. That might actually be him. And
that is that guy.
Listen, he showed his taint on this channel and was on the next week. And I invited our friend on this show, on this network, our friend Tom Myers, and yet we're both still here. So I don't know. We have fun. That's the key. And if people want more fun for what Eric Zane has to offer, where do they go to do that?
I have a Patreon. I post to it every single day, and you can check it out for free for 7 days at patreon.com/Eric Zane. The thing to do is sign up. You need a card to do that, but then cancel it right then.
Right then.
Okay?
Yeah.
You get the 7 days still. Well, you see, what if I want it after 7 days? Well, then you just go back in and re-enable your card, and you're good to go. I don't want to have you charged because, like, you forgot to cancel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's fully guaranteed 7-day free trial. Not trying to rip you off. I just want you to try out my content.
Yes. And I welcome subscriptions to my YouTube channel at Blattcast, BLADTCAST. How many are there? It doesn't matter. Just go ahead. It's a free subscription. I feel like Zane's looking because I can see your eyes moving.
Yep.
It's fine. But go over there. And of course, I am the featured guest on 100 Songs That Define Heavy Metal this week. But if you want to hear somebody that actually knows about heavy metal, go ahead to the last episode. The great Geezer Butler was the guest.
God,
so you can check that out. Yeah.
I pulled up Bladecast.
Well, how many followers do they have?
Okay. Last week I checked, you were at 775 subscribed members. And today you're at 776.
So we had a net increase of 1.
Yeah.
That's great.
And you need 1,000 to be able to make money. Is that right?
So, so we're 224 away from the goal.
So in like 100 years, you can make like 8 cents.
It'll be great. It'll be very worth it. In any case, we will be back next week, Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Don't ask about the week after. We'll get to that next week. But next week, we'll be back on Tuesday. And as always, this is Christian Bladt reminding you that every mic is a hot mic, but also here is $5 because I'm on vacation. Also, I can't believe this really did end up being it with $5 Canadian. Also, I'm Christian Bladt, and unlike the Viet Cong, I would have called Muhammad Ali the N-word and several other slurs. Really clever the way Hamilton Burger worked around that. That's the whole point of the bit. See you next Tuesday, y'all.